New project. Hey, Paul. Just like you, always got a project going. I was laying in bed the other night and thought, hey, I need a one-man fishing booth for jigging around the lake. Good afternoon. My name is Tom. I come to you from Northern Maine. At the Rustic log cabin, deer camp. I am on a 25-day fishing trip here at the cabin. I have been here almost the entire month of February, ice fishing every single day. And I have two reasons for you to belong to this channel. One is you already clicked on my thumbnail. Two, I just did a 25-day fishing trip here at the log cabin. Who knows what I'm going to come out with for videos, and you wouldn't want to miss out on them. I've caught lots of fish. I've caught whitefish. I've caught burbot. I've caught salmon. I haven't caught any Lakers yet, but hey, I got 2 more days of this trip. So stick around, subscribe to the channel, and you might be interested in what this old boy brings home from his 25-day fishing trip at the Rustic log cabin. This is the Caboose, the East Grand Woodsman Caboose. This is for ice fishing and hunting. I can use it for coyote hunting, rabbit hunting, anywhere that snowmobile will go, this thing will go. This is a DIY for sure. The skis are off an old snowmobile. The lumber that I used is all scrap lumber. It took me about 6 hours to build this thing. Got my day bag, thermos of coffee, everything I need to go spend the rest of the day out in the bush. I am headed down to the Silverback Trail with the new Caboose, and I've got a sled on behind of the Caboose. What's happened is I've had 3 trees come down across the Silverback Trail. So I'm going to go down, cut them up, and haul them back here for cabin firewood. I also need to make sure that the Caboose will fit down Silverback Trail. So I brought a saw along, and anything low is going to get cut off, moved out of the way. So that's today's project. We have got a 2-foot snowstorm on the way, so trying to get as much done as I can today ahead of the storm. But I wanted to show you the Caboose behind the snowmobile on its first maiden voyage. In Paul's tag, it was old school versus gear. And one of the other points on this old school versus gear is there's only 2 things that if you really get into trouble out in the woods and end up spending the night, or worse than that, you get lost, and then, you know, and some of these pieces of woods is awful big. There's really only 2 things that's going to save you bacon. All that gear in the world, you might have it with you, you might not. Rabbit hunting, like I said earlier, you won't have it with you. A lot of times deer hunting, you won't have it with you. Unless you're one of these guys that wants to carry a 20-pound pack on his back, I just don't see that being very practical as a rabbit hunter or a deer hunter. So like I said, there's 2 things. Fire. You've got to be able to build a fire anywhere, anytime, under any circumstances. That's it, in a nutshell. And the second thing that'll save you bacon out there is keeping your wits about you. Don't panic. A lot of people you can have all the gear in the world, but if it's getting dark and you start to panic, you're already done. Up here in this state, I believe that's how people, when they do get lost, why they die. They just panic. And what happens when you panic is you go in circles. Believe it or not, you can think you're going in a straight line, and in reality, you'll end up right back where you left. You'll just like a rabbit. You'll run in a circle. Might be a big circle, but you will end up in a circle. So them two things, keep them two things about you. Be able to build a fire and keep your wits about you. Don't panic. It will be all right. And once you get that fire built, you will feel like it will be all right. Hello, my name is Tom. I come to you from the log cabin in Northern Maine. I got two reasons for you to subscribe to this channel. The first one is that you've already clicked on one of my thumbnails. The second one is this channel is all about the great outdoors. In today's video, it's the first day of a 25-day trip here at the cabin. I'm up here ice fishing, rabbit hunting, and whatever I feel like doing. This will be a great trip here at the cabin. I am looking forward to it. Today what I am doing is I'm putting a new roof on the fish house. The old roof, I have to do this about every couple of years. It's just a matter of putting on a piece of top. That's all, nothing fancy. Well, it's the next morning. We didn't get the 2 feet of snow that they were calling for, but I got about 10 inches, 12 inches maybe, so we got to get that dealt with. Then I'll be moving that fish house out onto the lake. Next week's weather looks absolutely perfect, so hopefully we'll be getting a whole week of ice fishing in. Last night at supper time, I had 4 nice deer cross the driveway down there. I believe 2 of them were bucks. The antlers have fallen off now, but they were absolutely huge, long deer. So I am quite sure that they were bucks. And look at the sunrise over there this morning. Isn't that beautiful? I love getting snowed in at the cabin. So many of my viewers, I wish you could be here to have coffee with me this morning. Several of you would love to be up here and snowed in.